Okay, hi. Today we are going to start with the making of a face, basically the portrait. So we'll be working on the basic proportions that will form the base for our further classes for portrait sketching. So we'll just start immediately. It's a very simple this thing. So as we all know, our face is not round. Yes, there is a oval structure to our face. So if it becomes a little bit difficult for you to draw an oval, we can go as simple as that. Draw a circle. So, we kind of just take a triangle over here and make this oval. The other way again is make a square. Yes. Make a square. We all know the property of the circle is, so my square has become a little bit, that it will touch all the four corners of the square. Thereafter, half of it you can increase. So this is half, this is the other half, and then we increase a little bit. Okay, so we make it into a rectangle. This forms the middle. Yes, and this forms the oval. So we have an oval structure over here. So we can start with the oval structure, and I will again do it in a more detailed manner. So now when I need to make a circle, because circle making also for few, it gets a little bit, it doesn't come out so well. So we are just going to follow a thing that we are going to move our hand, not with our wrist. We are going to move our whole shoulder. So I'm moving my shoulder and I just make a circle. So probably the first time it may not come out, so it is okay. You can go 2-3 times over it. Okay. Thereafter, I divide the circle into two halves. The measurement of one half. Yes, I mark that, and then now we remember the property of the circle, that it is, we can take one of the circles as our base and probably just darken it a bit. Okay, so it's a very rough sketch, but will help you to at least, we can get the oval nicely. So it can be here, okay. So, okay, this is, I would prefer this. So once the circle is divided into half, again this measurement I've taken over here, I extend it. This I will take it as the dividing line. Yes. Okay. And then there we have the oval. We can just erase the lines not erasing it completely, so you can have a look. And what we can now do, we just have a simple method of dividing the oval. If this is the oval, we take the center part, draw a horizontal line across, we go a little above. This is where our eyes would end. Okay, we take a little over the eyes. This is where we are going to make the eyebrows. Yes, and now from the eyebrows to the point over here, we have the chin, ending part of the chin. So the middle of it, yes, the middle of it will be where the nose is going to be positioned. If we divide this line into 3 equal parts, okay, this is where our middle portion of our lips will be placed. So now if I kind of start making the eyes, I usually start with the eye. So it's a very simple thing. See, we can always, work on the features. But as of now, we just measure it 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So when we do this, okay, we are actually probably, it's a muscle memory kind of a thing that we are actually doing. So we get our points. So make sure that both the eyes, they also have a distance of an eye in the middle. They will also have a distance of a eye over here. So what we can do is we can actually extend it a bit if we need it. So right now we are going to stick with the simple thing and let's, make our portrait. So I start my eyebrow from here. I take it a little bit up. That is it. The same way, I start my eyebrow, take it a little bit up. Okay. The eyeballs. So now the eyelids. Okay. Now we need to know that this is also the measurement of an eye. However, we'll go into the detail later. But if we go straight, yes, this is our nose. We can go a little bit outside. Okay, this will form our nose. So it will come like this. But right now we just want a basic structure. We are not doing anything, very detailed. This is just to get the base right. A small V right in the middle. Of the eyeball. This is where our lips are going to end. Okay. very, very basic for you to understand. Now, over here, the hair starts somewhere over here. We can give a little bounce and it goes a little over the head, right? Now, so as you can see, I've kind of increased a bit, okay? So that's okay. So I just rub this portion a bit to get more clarity. This is where my ears start. Yes, it goes all the way and ends over here. Now the thing is that it is not necessary that our ears are actually standing out. It is just a reference material which I would just, makes it a little bit easier as we sketch. So this is just the basic. We develop it as we, proceed with making more portraits. I just give it a simple neck is, starting behind the ear. Okay. So this will become a simple portrait of a girl. If you notice the chin part is rounded, okay? So we can actually, change this as we also make the male face. We can give sharper lines, so it will come later. So right now what we are doing over here is that even for the girl we have made it a softer edge, and it's more full on the cheek part. So that is it, and we can define the lips. That is it. So this is how we are going to start with the portrait, just the basic, and later on as we proceed, I'll be sharing how we can work over it. Okay. Perhaps you can give a little bit indication of the chin. So we can work on that later, but this is just the very basic face structure. So we'll stop here, and probably you can practice a little bit. And as I make a portrait, I'll probably share the process with you, so you know exactly, like I start with a basic structure and then how I go on to develop it. So now if I actually kind of erase this, okay. Okay, right. We have not done any kind of shading over here, so they are, you know, dark areas and all, which as we develop we'll do it. This is just the basic drawing part that we have touched, and yes, so this could have been like this, okay, a little bit. Give her earring. Let's give her earring. Okay. So this is the basic. Later on, we'll go on and see how, you know, we are developing the nose, the lips, the eyes. But as of now, this is a basic structure that you need to follow.